Are you looking for adventure and excitement beyond your wildest dreams and expectations? Then you've come to the right place. This morning we're walking the Cataraqui Trail, west from Camden East, heading towards Strathcona. We haven't done this section for quite a while now, so who knows what we're going to see along the way. But it's a beautiful morning, 18 degrees, clear blue skies, no wind. I knew when I left this morning I was forgetting something and I couldn't clue into what it was. And of course it was my binoculars, which it's a cardinal sin if you ever forget the binoculars. So here I am on the cat trail in the morning with lots of birds singing, and I don't have my binoculars. Quite a few indigo buntings singing along here this morning. It is good habitat for them, just scattered shrubs and forest edges along the agricultural field areas. They seem to like that open type habitat. There's someone following me back there. You might be able to see them on the trail. Actually, the beauty of the morning is somewhat deceptive as the mosquitoes are starting to rampage along the trail here and attack me every step I take. The risks of this job are many and varied. Good sign, everybody. I think that other person went back. They probably saw my dogs and was probably intimidated by them. So that's a good thing. I got the trail all to myself again. So the plan here this morning is to walk from Camden East, where we started, over to Newburgh. And then we'll continue on the trail from Newburgh to Strathcona, where it ends basically. It ends right at the Strathcona paper mill. And then we'll walk back to Newburgh and then go through the little town of Newburgh to the creek, where the dogs can have a swim and get a drink. And then we'll continue on back towards Camden East. The temperature's warming up quickly. It feels like about 20 now. It was only 13.5 degrees when I left the house this morning. It's amazingly cool. That's the coolest morning we've had in a long time. Felt really nice, actually, compared to that excessive heat we had last week. So it's a nice fresh morning to be out. I wanted to get out with the dogs before it got too hot. Well, I miss having my binoculars, but I don't miss having them on my neck. It does get a bit tiresome to have that 2-pound weight constantly dragging on your neck. So it's nice to be free of that. But I'm a bit vulnerable if I see anything that's unusual and I can't get close to it. Without my binoculars, I'm a naked man. Naked! Yes, I've got clothes on. But without my binoculars, I'm vulnerable, totally vulnerable. I cannot even see a bird that's at a distance. If a rare bird flies by, I can't identify it. I'm totally naked. That's how I feel. So far we've walked from Camden East to here, just before the village of Newburgh, and then we'll head on to Strathcona. When you come through these shady areas, the mosquitoes just come out of the side vegetation like soldiers hidden in the ambush. They're waiting for you. There's always a large number of American redstart warblers living in this section, right over to Newburgh and beyond. They really like these dense, brushy thickets alongside the trail throughout this area. Nice to hear good numbers of them. Well, after 3 kilometers and 50 minutes of walking, I'm at 30 species of birds. There's been a couple I haven't been able to identify. There was a hawk back there along the agricultural field edges calling, but I couldn't see it because I didn't have my binoculars. Just a little too far away. Sounded like a young bird giving some kind of a strange food call or begging call. It's really surprising to me still how mosquitoes can be so dense in areas like this where you have mostly agricultural lands. Now there are dense thickets along the trail here that the mosquitoes hide in during the day, but there doesn't even seem to be many breeding areas for them, although I assume there is. But yeah, they can be quite dense here, even more dense than around our place. I just heard my first cicada of the year buzzing from the tree. There it is. don't know if you can hear it over Luna's panting. Now you know you're in the throes of summer when you hear the cicadas singing. My mother always loved the color of these chicory flowers. We've now walked from Newburgh to Strathcona, and we're here at the Strathcona paper plant. Basically the end of the trail. We'll just walk up the end here to the very end and then head back to Newburgh, where I hope to give the dogs a little swim in the river. It's now 10:09 and we've walked for an hour and 50 minutes and we've done 6.7 kilometers to Strathcona here. So we'll be up over 13 kilometers for sure, maybe 14 by the time we get back, because I'm gonna take the diversion into Newburgh, which is another added pile of walking there. So it'll add up to 14 or 15K altogether, I guess. Okay, so this is the end of the road for the trail. We came right to the very end here, just past the Strathcona plant, and now we'll head back. It's 11:15 and I'm just on the side of the river here, letting the dogs have a drink and wander through the water. They had a swim at the other part of the river. Okay, 11:26 and we're back on the trail heading east towards Camden East. Okay, we're on the final stretch here. It's about 10 after 12. Just a few hundred more meters to go. And I'm ready to sit down and take a rest. Okay, 12:15 and we're back at the car. I hope you enjoyed that little walk along the Cataraqui Trail from Camden East to Strathcona.